Men today really can't win. Men are told, first of all, that they're predators, that they're sex obsessed, that they have no feelings. This is not true of 99% of men. I just want that to go on the record. 99% of men are caring, loving beings. Women are equally confused because on the one hand they're supposed to be very independent, and yet we've had this beautiful myth since childhood that this perfect man is going to come along and give us this kiss and wake us up. So there's this always this sense of waiting. He's going to come and he's going to be perfect. He's going to be, and he doesn't look like these men that are around me, these normal men. He looks like this, he looks like Brad Pitt or whoever the current fantasy is. So there's that going on. And then there's the double message for women as well, which is that they're supposed to be very sexy on the outside. There's a lot of evidence that this is having mental health toll on women in a major epidemic proportion, that they're, number one, supposed to be sexy. Even if they're lawyers or astronauts, the number one value for women is having a sexy exterior, which is causing eating disorders and depression like never before. But then also, they're not supposed to really like sex. Even though they do as much as men, there's this double message for women of you're supposed to be very sexual, but you're not supposed to like sex. So it's just all a big mess. So the mental health considerations of this confusion are immense. People are, as we know, there's a big breakdown in relationships. There's people trying to figure out what kind of relationships to have. The loneliness is skyrocketing. The World Health Organization has stated that loneliness on the planet is an epidemic proportion, and it is as dangerous to health as heart disease and smoking. So we have a lot of people not connecting and causing serious health problems. We have depression from loneliness, and we have increase in alcoholism, substance abuse, and so forth, and eating disorders. We can see, if we just look around, people are having trouble with food. And so there's these, on the one hand, these too high expectations, and then there's this inability to connect just with the people in our environment. So one thing I teach in my book, Tantric Dating, is we can learn to be as loving as possible with who's showing up in our life versus waiting for this ideal person to come in the meantime, or just because we want to develop ourselves as loving people.